Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how I made this beautiful fall wreath for my front door. Here are the things that I used. I used a wreath frame, some artificial flowers, burlap ribbon, pipe cleaners, and some artificial leaves. Once you find a good place to start, what you're going to do is cut your pipe cleaners in half. And if you've ever done a geomesh wreath or seen someone do it, this is the same technique I'm using here. So what I'm doing right now is placing the pipe cleaners around the wreath, and this is basically almost like laying tracks for where my ribbon and burlap are going to go. Now if you wanted to have the burlap and the ribbon go all the way around the wreath, you would put pipe cleaners all the way around. I just wanted mine to go halfway, so I'm just doing it halfway around the wreath. Now I'm getting my burlap and my ribbon together. And you can find these items at any craft store. So now I'm going to go around the wreath, attaching the ribbon and the burlap. And what I'm doing is just pinching and bubbling the ribbon and the burlap together to make loops. And then I use the pipe cleaners to pin it down. Don't worry about the pipe cleaners poking up, just kind of bend them down. You won't be able to see them once the wreath is complete. So here I'm showing you up close exactly how I attach the burlap and the ribbon to the wreath. So I just make a bubble or a loop, pinch it together, and put it between the pipe cleaner, twist it around. And it's just that easy. If you find that your loops look too big and spacey, you can just go back in and add more pipe cleaners. I actually got this wreath frame for $2. I believe it was at a garage sale this summer. And I just picked it up. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. I know this is a late tutorial because it's the second week of November, but I was just late getting started because I wasn't sure how I wanted to put this whole thing together. The good thing about wreaths though is you really can't mess them up. Once you start, it just kind of works out. You really can't mess up a wreath. And so now I have it all attached all the way around. Well, halfway around, that's how I wanted to do mine. But it looks so pretty. You could go all the way around if you wanted to. I just really love the colors of this ribbon. It just really looks so fall. So that's what we have so far. So now I am using wire cutters just to cut the artificial flowers apart into pieces, make it easier to work with. Now, like I said, you really can't mess this up. It's whatever you think looks best. So how I do it is I just kind of lay the pieces where I think they might look good and just kind of move it around, get an idea for it. Then of course I use hot glue, which works perfect for this project. You don't have to use a ton of hot glue. You don't want your flowers to be super stiff, but you do want them to stick to the wreath. So I just kind of stick it down in there right on top of the ribbon and burlap. And it just sticks right in there. So now I'm just going around putting in all the big flowers first. Then I got some more little flowers and put those in. I tend to like for things to be symmetric, so that's how I do it, but you know, you can do yours however you'd like. So that's what we have so far. And I like to use everything, like all the supplies in that bushel of flowers. So I was just finding places to put more and more stuff until I had used up all the leaves and all the flowers. And there was even a little pine cone in there. So we're almost done. Now I decided that I wanted to put a bow at the top, and this is a very simple bow. If you've seen my how to make a simple bow tutorial, this is the same way. Instead of using thread, I just used a pipe cleaner because I had some right there to secure it. So well, first here I tried to use twine and it was too difficult to tie it with just one hand. So here I'm switching and just using the pipe cleaner, which was way easy. And the pipe cleaner matched perfectly with my wreath, so it still looked really cute. And then because I have to use everything, there was this piece of ribbon left, and I like this ribbon so much. It wasn't big enough to work in the bow, so I just kind of stuck it to the back. You'll see here. I stuck it to the back to give a pop of color at the top. And now I am attaching the bow to the wreath with pipe cleaners. I'm just cutting off the excess. I'm just shaping up that little extra ribbon that I put back there. And shaping up these ends of the bow. And here I am again, trying to use up everything. Like I said, you really can't mess it up. And it just seemed kind of empty at the top to me, so I went back in and added a couple more leaves that I had. And there's the finished look. This whole project didn't take very long, less than an hour to complete. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I inspired you to make something nice for your front door.